For all my viewers, once this channel is monetized, should I get a sponsorship? Now, why do I ask this? Let me show you.
Well, Lieutenant Patterson, glad to have you along. I'm Master Sergeant Kelso. We need to evacuate this area immediately. Along the way, I need to liberate as many of my men as possible.
It says here, Supplement Peddler, Advanced GG, Cancel Streamer, Rev says Desu, and Darling Strop for defending ICE. To any of you who are a small creator like myself, who is thinking about getting monetized, I suggest you think beyond that. No, generally folks, what I'm about to say it's gonna affect you as well. Now, I know some YouTube tutorial gurus, they have mentioned about brand deals. I don't know if they mention a dangerous when it comes to brand, or in this case, sponsorship, the dangers of it. At least some did. Let's just see what it is. Now, this thing started last week, okay? VTuber Miss Lala posted on X, expletive ICE. Rev says Desu responded, LARP as a 1950s VTuber and hates current federal agency that is more tame than any law enforcement agency of the time period, including her LARP. You can look the replies all you want. I think you are fully aware of your hypocrisy and baseless virtue signaling. As typical of woke SJWs, Miss Lala immediately played victim while being the one who initially attacked ICE. If you want to have a conversation about my actions, then come to me and let's have a conversation. My post wasn't directed towards you, and I don't know what I have personally done that warrant a targeted reaction about me to your community, to the point that I'm receiving slurs from my community members. You know what, let's continue. Now, most of these I think you guys already seen this. Now, following numerous VTuber and others began pressuring Advanced GG to drop Rev says Desu. Yes. Cosplayer and Twitch streamer Kami wrote, after a year of being with Advanced GG, I decide to also step down from being partnered with a company and part ways after seeing one of their partners' behavior and views. I don't want to be around that. The way they are treating Miss Lala is heartbreaking to see. Thank you to those who supported my journey while I work alongside Advanced GG and giving me such an opportunity. Regardless how small of a streamer I was, really small? You know what? This has pissed me off, okay? I'm a small creator, okay? Regardless how small of a streamer I was, they gave me a chance, will always be grateful. My views, morals, values will always come first. You gotta be kidding, right? We want to address, now it says here, we want to address that concern have been raised regarding a partner and a recent conversation surrounding Advance. Advance does not support extremists or hate. We have zero tolerance of harassment, threats, doxing, or content that marginalize any community. We are committed. A day after the post, the company announced it had ended its business relationship with Rev says Desu. We've completed our internal review and have ended the partnership relationship issue. We won't be discussing individual details publicly. Our standards are enforced consistently and staff and community safety comes first. Rev's wife, Darling Stop, confirmed that Advance has ended its partnership with her and Rev. Both mine and Rev contracts with Advanced GG has been terminated. The whole thing was honestly very confusing and stressful, but I won't be going into the details. Very disappointing to see this be their final decision. I wish them the best despite them hurting me the way they have. Unbelievable. So this is what it feels like, huh, folks? What it feels like to get a sponsor deal when you're monetized. So all small creators, if you want to see challenges when it comes to brand deals or sponsorship, look at this. This is the dangers of it. Rev indicted that he and Darling Stop were terminated for harassment while noting an individual that was celebrating their cancellation. Hey Advanced GG, why is one of the current faces of your company at Vex Milk currently scrubbing her account of tweets harassing me and my wife? Isn't harassment grounds for termination? Unbelievable. They picked these people over us. The fact that they thought nobody was screenshotting their tweets before they deleted them is hilarious. Rev promised to tell his story soon. I believe he already did say it on YouTube. They want to vague post, but they terminated me and Strop. Their request that I keep this private. I will be uploading my side of the story. Don't worry, Advance. There's no need to share private or confidential info. I will only speak to the public information since. See this? 1, 2. That's the reason, folks. I'm only like, what, 662 or 660? Because remember, I'm less than 400 subs away, less than 2,000 watch time to get to monetization, okay? And sometimes, every time I watch my subscriber count go up or down, I always ask myself this, okay, what is waiting for me beyond monetization, okay? Because I think this is what small creators should think. what is beyond monetization, okay? Every time I look at this, look, I also want to get monetized, okay? But at the same time, I also have to think the danger that comes once monetization, okay? Some creators can go off easy, okay? Like for example, Noisy Butter, Cheeto, Sensitive Society, Optimus, Mudahar. But there are some people, or in this case, there are some creators, they will be, long story short, it will be like this. If a company doesn't like your politics or your religious or anything, they will cancel you. They will blacklist you when it comes to sponsorship, okay? I'm surprised that the Rick doesn't get canceled, or in this case, ended his contract with Control Freak. Basically, I'm glad that Rev, well, I believe Rev already made the video, okay? Rev, if you're watching this, keep up the good work. Shout out to Rev Says Desu. I'm gonna put his channel either in the description or in this pinned comment. Visit him, give him support. I already subscribed to him. I suggest you subscribe to him too. He needs support, okay? Because this is something, listen folks, I think the problem is when it comes to sponsorship, these sponsorships should at least think before they cancel someone. Because they say harassment is against their policy, yet they defended the person who incite harassment. How's that work?
Unfortunately, the German forces engaged there were not the exhausted troops the Allies faced in France. Crack panzer divisions lay in wait, trained to repel the assault. The Allied invasion was halted outside Nijmegen, effectively cutting off more than 10,000 paratroopers dropped in Arnhem. Surrounded, the Allies battled on for 7 days, refusing to yield the north side of Arnhem Bridge to a superior force. Finally, when it was decided Market Garden could not succeed, the Allies fell back. 8,000 would be left behind. The Dutch would not see liberation for another 7 months.